Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the reading. Hope you guys are feeling pretty good. Sorry, I don't know, not sorry, but I feel a little bit disoriented. So sorry if I'm a little disoriented during this reading. I was just on my way to work, and then I found out I wasn't on the schedule. That ever happened? I bet this happened. You know, like you bet you felt that, where you're like, oh, shower, clean, like brain focused on work, and then you get there, and then all of a sudden they're like, actually, we don't need you today. Which is such a bittersweet feeling, you know. It's like, yes, but it's also like, what the fuck did I just put my brain through? You know what I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys are doing pretty good. But right now I'm pretty happy. We're about to get to the reading. It's going to be the general energy. I'm in a new place right now, so the energy definitely is going to be a little different. I feel a little different. It feels nice. I'm at one of my favorite parks, just sitting in the car chilling, but I mean, maybe we'll get out and go and do reading in the park at some time. But I think there's just too many people here right now, and not that, you know, there's too many people, but like I really just like I don't like I would read for them if they want me to, but I don't want to be around too many folks. I like that my only associates right now, or my only homies, are the trees and the grass. All I'm saying. Either ways, just right now, I love the energy right now. You guys have got some nice energy. Let's see what we got. We're gonna start with the Wild Unknown archetype. Get a card from there, see what's up. We're gonna go to the Hermetic Tarot, get your story, 6-card spread, and maybe we'll clarify with the Lenormand the overall energy. Sometimes the ending can be sort of just like something big, but then like I don't know what the hell's happening, so we'll see. But I like to look at the archetype right now. We did a reading earlier. If I posted, I'm not sure if it was posted first or not. Got back a little bit. I don't know if it's posted first or not, but we did a little reading earlier this morning, this Sunday, and it was interesting. It was really scorpionic, like as in like I knew there was something there, but I couldn't tell what was happening. Couldn't really see much, but we were talking about something. It wasn't just because usually I know when there's a dead reading, when there's like not really something to talk about. Maybe it could be like a repeated, but otherwise, let's get into this. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You'll see the reading, and you'll see what's up. Either ways, let's see what we got right now with this energy. Welcome in. Sorry if you're new here. Really good to see you. If you want, like, share, subscribe, stick around. And if you're not new here, same goes. All the same goes, but also very good to see you again. Let's see what we got going on with the Wild Unknown. 4 cards flying out. Let's see. Okay. Whoa. And this is weird, and it's because I was just talking to my sister about this morning, so it's really cool this card comes out. The Underworld. I love this card. And that does feel sort of scorpionic. You see, there's a lot of mess, so I don't know if this is a continuation from that reading, to give us some more clarity on what we're talking about. Because, I don't know, it was nice, but I was like, what are we talking about? At the bottom, the comic. I don't know, I love that card, but it reminds me of, like, putting on a smile when you, like, have to, and I'm thinking, like, you know, that, the Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, Put On a Smile song, so you'll listen to that if that would help. But, like, putting on a smile when, like, and being the light of the world and showing all these colors, when on the inside you might not feel that way, but it's like how you paint yourself. It's a good thing. Not a good thing, it can help, but also remember to stay balanced. I see that the number is 26, which is an 8. I don't know, it's just about the effort. There's 7 lines here, so the 8th line is missing for some reason. So there, like, maybe like there's like this could feel 7 of Swords almost, like the set, like you're keeping things in, right? But that 8th sword is going to be like the truth. It's going to release you from like a mental prison. And that mental prison could even seem like I saw a video. The title was or more so like hurting doesn't always look like hurting, you know, like maybe you just don't look like that, but you feel like that, because the underworld's here, and this is probably about digging into your mess. A lot of eyes there, so there's a lot. I won't even lie, and I see the moon. That's the only thing I can see. I like that, because I really don't understand what I'm looking at in this card, and maybe you do, right? That's fine. Maybe there's worms and like root, and it looks like roots almost, so I can say that it looks like roots, right? But the only thing I can see is that moon right there. That's the only thing that's clear to me. So it feels like maybe your emotions in this underworld position, your emotions are the only thing that are clear to you, and that is what you should trust. Because I feel like with these roots here, it feels like it could be like things going on deeper things going on, but also it's helping you get to the root of a lot of your feelings. And with the worms here, worms I know dig underground, and it's underground, so it feels like, again, like whatever you're going through it's hard for you to see it on the surface. With the comic, yeah, too, it's hard for you to see what you're going through on the surface because a lot of it's going underground. You know, a lot of it's going on within you. That's probably why the energy was hard as hell to read. I was like, what are y'all feeling? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna talk about that. The number is that's 50. That's 60, 68. It's a 14, which is a 5. Something that has to change. Something that's shifting. The moon, because the moon and shifting have sort of a connection to them. Maybe there's a lot shifting underneath, shifting about you, shifting about who you are, shifting about how you present yourself, what you present, the truth that you present, shifting, and there's a process that you're having to undergo in order to really be more honest with yourself, because you're having to look at your truth and your mess and look at all the things within you, and not even just look at it, but realize how beautiful the mess is, and give yourself the love that you deserve so that you can come out of this underworld with a fresh heart. And love for yourself. That was a lot to read for that one card. I'm sorry. We're getting good. Not really, but 2 of Cups at the bottom. It's showing up still. Check that last reading. A lot of 2 of Cups energy. It's been a lot floating around. So this feels like a 2 of Cups that feels like consistent. It's not like a 2 of Cups and then we're falling into another cycle. It feels like a 2 of Cups that's maybe taking its time, but like it's running the long run. You know. I don't know what that's about. Okay. There's a thought I had that I can't like pull it back, so it's okay. I'm just gonna let that go. What do we got for the Hermetic Tarot for the story? Oh, strength. Beautiful. If you've been following, you don't have to have been following, but if you have been looking at the readings, and just that last little section of like, I forget what readings it was, but we were talking about a lot of Cancer energy, a lot of Chariot coming out, and I was like, this is this Chariot progressing on to the Strength, you know, and the Strength is the very first card out now. That's so cool. So just like it's like we're starting off with a lot of strength, a lot of power. There's a lot of Leo Sun energy going on. It's Sun Day. There's a lot of sun, literally in Florida, but literally everywhere. And I feel North Node, because North Node's on that card, so moving forward towards who you want to be. Moving forward for sure. Having with Cancer in that Chariot, having gone through your emotions in the underworld, having gone to the root of it, really cleared it out, and when you clear those roots, you then can pour in fresh water, and that fresh water can really grow something beautiful. Because what you grew and it's like what you were watered with and what you grew with before, it was really powerful for sure, but it wasn't it was tainted water. Right, it wasn't just your water; it was other people's reservoirs, and it was sort of probably just like bleeding into your root system. And now you're just washing that out. You're washing that out. Also, the Fool just like try to flip out of the thing. That's nice. More fire energy. I kind of like that. This park has nice energy. Oh my God. I don't know why I sounded like that, and that's funny because I saw the five of Swords underneath the deck, and then I saw a card in the side rearview mirror. So it was like the 5 of Swords, whatever conflict it's been, you're leaving it in the past with the Fool for sure. You're leaving that within the past. You may be able to see it, right, but it is not heading towards you, because that card wasn't headed towards me, and it's actually taking off in a different direction. You're going in a different direction from something. The Ace of Cups, beautiful. That's what I was feeling like. I told you, like you let that clear out, and then you let fresh water come into you, and the things you can grow with that. The top of this 6 card spread is also the root of the situation. So Strength and Ace of Cups, the root that we're coming from, and especially with the underworld here and these roots, the root of it, and there's a lot of water. Where we're coming from and what you guys are coming from, it's like it's all because like the reading for you guys, but definitely like outside of myself as well, but just like in just a general, with this definitely I feel it's like especially with this strength energy, and we're coming into Leo season. It's like strength and the Ace of Cups, like really having to, like a test of the heart, you know. So having to really just keep up your strength, even if you feel like you may be depleted. Like, and I was thinking this example last night for some reason, but like a cup, like imagine like someone's like drinking, like you're drinking a cup, you're drinking something with a straw, and you're pulling through, and when you get to the bottom of it, like you're pulling that last drop up. That's what it felt like you've probably just been through. Like you were that cup and the water, and like the last drop was just being pulled from you, and you're just being asked more, you know. So maybe just like a lesson in refilling yourself. Oh, the burping's coming, Jesus Christ. A lesson in refilling yourself, a lesson in. Now I'm looking at these two lions. I don't know, animalistic. It feels primal now. So like something about your roots and maybe the lesson all the way from childhood. But these two lions, it look like one's looking in one direction, one's looking in the other. So it's like, but one, this one's, it's a weird example, but this one's like painted, so it'll always be fixed in the position that it was painted in, correct? And it's always going to look that way. It's always going to do this. This one, it's in 3D though. It can move. It can look around. It can make choices. But it has the danger of being smacked in the head. So it's like the responsibility that comes with free will and free choice. But you're moving forward in a direction that gives you dimension. It gives you freedom. It gives you movement. It doesn't keep you stuck in this one dimension. It doesn't keep. And there's two dimensions. It doesn't keep you painted on into a picture that you've probably been painted into. You know, you're really moving out and forward towards what you've gone, but like you may have just been painted into a picture, painted into a certain, and for some weird reason with being that painted in a picture, example, in the Ace of Cups, you could feel like you're maybe that fountain of youth for everyone. So like you're a reservoir for people. So like people would come to you if they needed to feel fresh again, and that's probably what took away from your growth process because you were busy giving them the water that you needed to grow for yourself. Definitely moving out of that. Yeah, it looks like those roots in the underworld card are now like, I don't know, it's like you were so used to other people's root systems because you were busy like magic school busing yourself into their root system, you know, like shrinking down magically and going in, just in a sense where you were like feeding their system, and like it feels like every time you would go in it would look scary and stuff, but they would want you to help out. I don't know, it feels weird. The root of the situation is always kind of interesting. It hasn't felt too overly positive just yet. Six of Cups, the past and the world. Yeah, really leaving the past behind. Some past dynamic, really. Whoa. Tower, 4 of Cups. I don't know what that's about. So what's the last card for this? Oh my god. Oh, what's that? The contract. Oh my god, it's flying everywhere. What does that mean? Okay, anyways. The Hermit card. The Hermit? Why did I say that? It's the contract card, but the Hermit. The Star. I keep seeing the Hermit now. Like I can't not see the word Hermit. You could have been a hermit in the past, very kept to yourself because of how much you would give out. So you really developed a good cave, a good. Maybe with Cancer too, a good shell. Like and with strength, it's breaking out of that shell. But the contract card in your root too, like it feels like, and that's what I feel like. It feels like a dedication, a commitment to maybe serve others, at least like emotionally. And with strength here too, it feels like you maybe had to like it feels like taming people's fires. Like you were always like dedicated and in charge, or like. Now I'm seeing the phrase considered to be. So maybe you were considered to be that Ace of Cups. You were the one that could tame and fitting in that role and being painted in that picture. It's like you were always with the Star too. You're like a good healer, and I feel like that good healer energy a lot. But you're like definitely like this feels like taming people's energies. That's a responsibility for sure. If someone can't tame their own ego and you're the one in charge of helping out with that, and that can come in so many forms and fashions. So you just like emo. That's emotional, but ego tamer is what I was gonna say. That's a lot of responsibility. The contract card in the past, or in the root of this. That's interesting. I don't know what more to say about that. Let's move forward. What's that? Five of Swords again. Right, let's move on from that. No Five of Swords. Okay. There it is. The Chariot. Chariots, dude. And dudettes. And everything in between. Everything. That's gorgeous. And with the 6 card spread, it's the 4th card. So it comes underneath the 1st card, which was Strength. Literally rising out of the waters, taking charge forward and moving in a very strong way. Coming and moving forward, that's literally moving forward with the Chariot. Balance with the core, with a really strengthened core, like your heart. I'm definitely having come out of that shell. Looks like you're leaving that shell behind, leaving behind the shell of someone you used to be, 100%. And you're in a fresh new, like with the Ace of Cups and Strength, a fresh new ego. It's such like a fool energy, because a fool but with wisdom. So like that's where like I feel like Aquarius jumps into that, because Aquarius is towards the end of the signs, right? So that's how I feel like Aquarius jumps into that, and how it rebirths into like an Aries, and then like how it continues to move in that cycle, because both can be associated with the Fool card. And that's why I see that, because it's like it's action meets like time and wisdom and learning and history and discernment, decisions, you know, like it's a very well put together energy. But this is nice too, because it adds in the Ace of Cups, so it's like you are able to create, you're able to love, you're able to be free within your heart, where it feels like you might not have been free within your heart, like you might have been. With that, with this being North Node, and this coming in the root situation, I feel like it's definitely talking about South Node. So whatever your South Node is, look at maybe your South and North conjunction. And if you don't know what South and North Node is, it's the way I feel it is just like South Node's who you've been in your past, could have been how you grew up in your childhood. It's very double-sided energy, because like it's a concept, but it can also be applied in the real life, like childhood, right? But also like who you've been, the decisions you make. You can still make South Node decisions in your adulthood, right? But it's all about where you've come from, and also the people around you, how they've natured you up, how they've brought you up, how they've like things you had no control over but were built into your system, and maybe how you make decisions today based off of other people's choices, right? But North knows more so your decisions, your choices, how you want to move forward, who you want to make yourself, right? But then at the same time, it's also just who you always are, who you've been without external decisions or external choices. You know, it's all your choice, right? It's like the Lover's card would be like North Node in a sense, your choice. But then I guess what Capricorn the Devil would be everyone else's choice, the things that matter to everyone else. And you can kind of see how Capricorn and Gemini, you can see how that sort of, it's just all about choice, right? And choice based off of your value and what you care about, what matters to you, the things you value, stuff like that. It's just crazy, because you're moving forward in such a beautiful way. 7 of Pentacles that came out of the bottom, and I saw Chariot 7. So with these 7s, again, that's philosophy. You had to learn. Probably took a lot of time to learn about your emotions, and it took a lot. And the learning process can hurt. It can be a lot of good days, a lot of bad days, a lot of ups and downs, trips, falls. That's where that moon energy comes in with Cancer. It's like it's double-sided. There's good and there's bad, but you were down for it all. And because you were down for it all, you're advancing to a beautiful place. I love that. Because choice isn't just the choice to choose positivity. Choice is the choice to choose both positivity and negativity. If you're trying to grow for yourself, you know, like it all of it is there. You have to look at all of it. That's what that underworld card kind of feels like. You have to look at all of it, accept all of it, understand where you were right, where you were wrong, and then not just understand. And I saw a meme, and it was kind of funny, but it's kind of stupid at the same time. And someone said, repentance isn't just about crying. It's about making change. I thought that was funny, and of course it's a little harsh, but I love me a harsh joke, because it really makes me, because harsh jokes are mean, and they dig into my shadow, and I love it. And they help me dig into my shadow, but then also they make me think on a higher side perspective. They make me think and be like, oh, actually that's kind of true. And of course it can be like kind of, some of them can be hurtful, but like, you know, what I'm saying is it makes me think, and I like to think about like that, how like, not just repentance, obviously, it's Sunday, so that's why the meme was posted, so it's funny, but that example of repentance, of like rebirthing yourself, of like washing away the old sense. It's not about forgetting the sense. It's not about forgetting who you are or changing any of it. It's about changing how you move forward in the actions that you make for the good of yourself and everyone else around you. You don't have to change based off of anyone else's law or anyone else's rule. You just have to change to make the best decisions you want to make and where you're going. You know, no one else is in charge of that. So if wherever you want to go is where you want to go. You just have to. With the chariot, you have to put them both in alignment. You can't have a brain that goes this way and then actions that go this way. If two vehicles are going that way, what is going to happen? Boom, you know. So you have to have your decisions and your actions going one way. It doesn't matter if they're negative or positive. You just have to have them go one way. I feel like there's probably a lot of also maybe a thought process of like, should I be right? Should I be positive? Should I be negative? And it's like, do all that you want, baby. Do all that you want, as long as you're doing good for you and the ones around you that you care about, and that they're all in alignment. That's really all you got to do. That's really all that you can do, I should say. And the universe has got the rest of it, you know? The universe has got the gas. Trust me, we need that. The universe got the gas. The universe got, Ace of Cups, yeah, they got the gas. They've got a hand around you with the strength cards. There's a hand around that line for sure. There's a rod that'll come down if the line steps out of line, but like there's also a hand around them to show that they care, you know. Even if you can't see it. Oh damn, the sun. Happy Sunday. We've been talking about this energy all day, which makes me feel like we are in a bit of an alignment, which is nice. Because I also have another reading planned for later today, so that I might not get to, but hopefully, you know, we'll see. But so it feels like we're just like right with that sun. And the sun comes in the middle of the tree of life, so it feels like we're like core middle alignment. Like we're in the middle of sort of a process, which is good because it feels like we've been in the beginning a lot. So we might be in the middle of a process too. So that's good. That's cool. What else are we moving forward to? Oh, well, 4 flew out, but I saw the Knight of Pentacles, so still moving forward, slow and steady. Probably in the middle of some sort of, again, in the middle of a process. Feeling aligned. Definitely in the middle of a process. I'm looking at the letter H. So there's so many cards. I'm looking at the letter H. And I'm also in the middle of the day too. And the H, I'm looking at the bridge part. So at a bridge or something, maybe we're bridging something, connecting something. But I thought the middle because the bridge is that middle part of the H. Okay, so there's so many cards flying out, and the only one that came out was the sun on top, and everything else was like flipped or weird. So the sun, and the energy's been coming. The Chariot and the sun. Sun of the Ace of Cups, growth. And the Ace of Swords. So let me really think. The sun meets the Ace of Cups. It feels like hot water. So, again, with the strength, try to keep yourself out of hot water. Like, really try to make decisions. Maybe really try to breathe. Don't get too hot, you know. If you are maybe prone to anger, but at the same time, really just try to keep your ego in check. But moving forward, coming to the sun, with the Chariot, feels like clarity. Now I'm picturing driving off into the sunset. So what this process sort of feels like, it was maybe like the beginning of like an ego death process, maybe, or something like that, and then you're coming towards the middle of it where it's like that, like maybe a grief process where it's like maybe the understanding, the acceptance, the really like digging into the feeling space. But with that underworld, maybe driving, maybe really going deep into that, the burp, and then driving out into the like driving out from that underworld, driving out from that dark place into the sunset. And so like we're in the middle of this process of still getting through the thick of it, but coming forward, we're gonna be driving out into the sun, into the clarity, into the light, out of the underworld. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever darkness that you've been through might be in the middle of it, might be coming out of, but it's like that middle to end process where the light is on its way. It's just about continuing to move. And it's coming out to show you for sure, like that Chariot and the sun. It's like you continue to move, the light will be there for you. And coming under the Ace of Cups, heating up water. First thing I think of is like putting water on to boil. So I just think of, when I think of putting on water on the boil, I think of my roots. And when I put water on the boil, it's definitely for some hot dogs, right? And that feels like summer to me. So summer. Because I had a lot of hot dogs in summer. It was just an easy, quick meal. Because we would be on the go a lot, and it'd be a lot of more. So a lot of relaxation coming in. A lot of relaxation. I love that. Definitely a lot of relaxation. A lot of light after a lot of darkness. And now I have to say, with the Sun in this Ace of Swords, it feels like truth and clarity about something. The reading earlier was about something opening up, something coming, something like some sort of pressure being released, and something opening up, something locking into place. So it's very double-sided. Something was opening up at the same time as something's locking into place. So I was like, what the? You see what I'm saying? Like, very weird energy. But the Sun is something that could not at the same time open, like it could burn you, so it could cause a wound, but at the same time it's very healing to your wounds. So it's very interesting. This could be something that has opened you up and wounded you at the same time as it's healed you. And whatever you're coming forward to, it may open up some wounds, but at the same time it's going to be really healing to you. But that healing is always so much more beneficial to that, because I don't know what it is I feel about that, but it's going to be so healing. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't know what that is. What else we got? Bunch of 3 cups. 3 cups, Page of Swords. 4 cups. I don't know what that means. Oh. And now, 4 cups and 4 of swords, 2 4s. And it's something stability, control. I mean, Ace of Cups, the Sun. Now we're jumping into more of this underworld. So it feels like, and I'm at the last card, so it's like coming to that last part of the cycle may be a bit more dark, may be a bit more confusing, maybe a bit like less information or less clarity right before you reach a mountain, like an abundance of clarity. That might be like a constriction. And I saw the Lovers, which is like, if I feel the Devil is about constriction, I could also at the same time feel that the opposite, which would be the Lovers, would be about expansion at the same time. So it feels like a lot of constriction before a lot of expansion at the same time too. Okay. And that Sun feels like expansion. Okay. Whoa. Okay. The Ace of Wands. How much fire are you talking about? The Sun, the Ace of Wands, the strength. Lighting yourself up, lighting something up. This could be a new passionate contract. I saw a billboard for something called Passionity, and it was a really bad title. I didn't really know how to say it. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But Ace of Wands and the contract card. So much beginning, so much starting. Sparking up a commitment. And this, as far as I can see, it won't show me what really the commitment is about, or the Emperor. Maybe it is a mature commitment. Maybe in the Magician, maybe it's a commitment where you guys can build and create together. Very interesting. Ace of Wands. It's not telling me much. No, it is not. Let's pull from the Lenormand and see what this ending is all about. I knew there might be some reason to pull out the Lenormand, because Ace of Wands, I see that it's a start, it's a beginning, but at the end of the spread, it's a beginning card. So right at the end of something, at the constriction, a brand new expansion. It feels like an explosion almost. I don't know. Any clarity on this last part? Why did I feel this card and now it's coming out? Like, I knew this card. I kept seeing this card in my head. Now I'm looking at the teapots, and like that whole Ace of Wands, and now Ace of Cups, it feels like steaming water, you know? So steaming water, relaxation, bath, shower, come to a time where you're really freshening yourself up and having fun with being relaxed and having like cleaning yourself out. This could also feel like a cleanse, like hot water can get out those nasty, you know, oils, and you can clean out yourself. But then also the teapot, friendship, like new friendships that lead to more, that lead to deeper friendships and deeper connections, and maybe more at the same time. Yeah, like a new group of folks, like a new group of people to really, with the contract card, to commit to new people you may be. Well, the contract too is more of also a choice. So new people you might be choosing to dedicate yourself to. I don't know. The Ace of Wands pulled this morning reading on us, and now it's just like a little confusing. Six of Cups again, the past, and the Star, healing the past. Ace of Wands, maybe just trouble starting stuff, trouble committing, maybe trouble committing to starting like connections or starting things up. And because of that, there's been a process of just releasing and building up your heart again. And now something's opening up, it feels like people are opening up to each other again. With the Seven of Wands too, it could have felt like you had to be defensive. You may have thought that these things were just eating away at you, but it was about the ego death and realizing that nothing can take power away from you. It can make it feel, and that can be a process to really feel, understand, and feel the feelings of. But I think now you're looking at this in a new light, and it's like lighting a new candle around it, like candles and tea. It feels like, and the candles and tea, it feels like this, because now I'm thinking of like a late night, like, I don't know why candles would be involved, but it feels very like niche. It feels vampiric to me, like a vampire novel, and I like that. And that's just something that's like niche to me. So maybe it's just like the perfect like group for you. Like it's a perfect niche kind of person or people to be around. I like that. I don't know. That's beautiful. I hope this helps. Thank you guys for being here. Very interesting readings today. I hope that we can get through to the sun later on with some more clarity on what's going on. But yeah, really glad to get off work today, and I'm gonna go honor that by getting some rest. Y'all should too. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, comment, notifications if you want to. That'd be awesome. I think that would be sick, in a good way. But then also personal reading information is down below for that. Okay, I can speak. Information for that is down below. Other than that, have fun with your day. Thank you so much for being here. Stay safe. Bye, guys.